Discussion?
I just had one thing about the lot 6, access to lot 6 and the addition of the other acre and the other property, if that needed to be, that's just addressed that way.
What was your question?
On that, the access to lot 6 and how the half of lot 6 is in the other section of property, if that matters.
Logan, can you answer that?
Who wants to know about the access?
The access to lot 6?
Access to lot 6, and if that,
Yeah, there's a curve, the drive curves there, I don't know if we have an arrow, but
I do not, right at the
it
moment.
curves right there, and there's
Yeah.
already a culvert that, for a drive entrance right at that.
yeah, it looks like that, I just, seemed like that was just a little strip there, that, just to make sure there's enough access to get in.
Yeah, we have to have a minimum 20-foot wide for the fire department, and I believe we have that there. I think that 52-foot dimension, I don't know if you can see that on the
Yeah,
plat there,
it's
that's
almost 60.
roughly
When I
where
measured
the
it, it looked like
drive is
60, so.
It won't be that wide, it'll be 20-foot wide, but somewhere sitting there.
Okay.
You're front loading all those utilities?
Yeah, there'll be, well, sewer, septic system, water will be, wells, and then on the front, electric, we've talked with Evergy, and they requested that 20-foot easement out front, and so we've added that for,
Just curious if the existing houses across the street are similar?
on the front loading of utilities. Are they similar? The utilities on the existing homes, do they have sewer, water, I mean, electric's
Front
out front, right, or is it in the rear?
Yeah.
The electric will be brought over in three different places.
It's all out front, right
Two-
there.
two
along the
Alright,
wall.
okay.
Across, under Sense Drive.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. It'll be three different.
Any other questions or discussion? I would entertain a motion.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve based on the staff's recommendation.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second to recommend approval. All in favor? Those opposed?
And so this will go to the council for final approval before it goes to Sedgwick County on Tuesday, October 10th. Okay?
You have the date of that?
Tuesday, October 10th, because of the holiday, 7 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Now's the time when we do the public hearing.
Okay.
To protect the rights of all parties involved and in order to create an opportunity for everyone to speak their opinions and present information, the Haysville Planning Commission follows a specific procedure in reaching a decision. A copy is available by the door. Your attention to the procedure is appreciated. We are now formally open the public hearing to consider the subdivision regulation changes for the city of Haysville. Staff, please present.
The public hearing for the subdivision regulations was published on Thursday, September 7th. The following changes were made to the subdivision regulations. Article 1, Section 4 was renamed Urban Growth Boundary to Urban Area of Influence as changed by the Metropolitan Area Planning Commission and Sedgwick County Board of County Commissioners. Article 3, Section 2, Definitions. The site vision triangle was updated to match the zoning regulations. Article 4, Section 20, correction of certain plating errors. This was added to correct errors after a plat had been filed. Any corrections would have to be filed with the county, for example, errors in measurements, elevations, etc. These would have to be approved by the city engineer. Article 6, Section 1, updated the principles of acceptability to reference that all public improvements shall be designed and installed in accordance with specifications established by the city engineer. Article 6, Section 2, updated the model floodplain management ordinance to the current ordinance 1104 from May 8th, 2023 per FEMA and the Kansas Department of Agriculture regulations. And Article 11, Section 2, fees were removed to Chapter 17 of the city code. I have received no public comments.
Commissioners, have any questions for staff? Now's the time for any member of the public to speak. Seeing no member of the public, we'll move on. Public comment is now closed for commission action, and the floor is open to commissioners' comments. Anybody have anything that they'd like to question or discuss in the regulations that weren't already covered by Jonathan? And I would entertain a motion.
I move that the Planning Commission recommends approval of the 2023 edition of the subdivision regulations for the city of Haysville, Sedgwick County, Kansas.
Have a motion
I'll second.
and a second to recommend approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? No old business,
None.
no correspondence,
None.
any off agenda?
I've got someone else.
Now, off agenda would be the right time.
Okay. The Historic Committee has 2 new signs installed by the city in the Historic District. One by the statue of the 2 kids on the teeter-totter and one by the gazebo. They both give some history of the Historic District. And December 2nd will be the Village Christmas in the Historic District from 4 to 7:30. Pride is taking orders now for beer rocks. You can go to the Facebook page for Pride and it'll take you through the process to make that order. And the Haysville Education Foundation for USD 261 is having a barn bash on November 17th at the Wichita Stockyards. And if you're interested in that, you can go to usd261.com for information.
Anybody else? Item 8.
I'd make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you, everybody.